but I left Agent Lang in charge of that case and came over to the Babalese embassy. Ah, so Agent Lang is here as well, huh? I see you've met. Well, he's in the Alabastian embassy acting as a bodyguard for Ambassador Alba. However, he seems to have a different reason for being there. Okay, Yatagarasu? So the suspect in the murder that occurred in this office is that little girl I see. Is she perhaps trying to be the Yatagarasu? Kay would never harm a soul, sir. Kay? You remember, do you not? About the case we investigated together 7 years ago? That girl is the daughter of the victim in that case, Mr. Faraday. So, she's that feisty little girl. Kay has been on the trail of the Yatagarasu, which is how she ended up here, looking for the one who took her father's life. I see. Kay's trying so hard, but you know what? The Yatagarasu just keeps on tricking us all. How so? The Yatagarasu sent a card saying, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. So stealing a secret, the card warned that the Yatagarasu will steal the embassy's dirtiest secret. But all we've had is an arson and a murder. The lab boys are going in circles. And you know what this is, sirs? It's a breach of contract, and it's going on the rap sheet. If you ask me, I'm perfectly fine with the fact that nothing was stolen tonight. I do wonder though if Callisto Yu really is the Yatagarasu. Oh. I suppose that's that. So I have motive on the handle, secret, stealing of secret. So Franziska's returned. Why is she here when she's supposed to be overseas in pursuit of the smuggling ring? Because the smuggling ring's here, I guess? It's more the fact that if the Yatagarasu is currently Callisto Yu, we know that she's part of the smuggling ring, so they would be tied together. If the Yatagarasu is meant to make an appearance here. Yeah. To steal your dirtiest secret. Is it possible that the dirty secret the Yatagarasu was out to steal is in this very room? A dirty secret? Franziska, you're in pursuit of some dirty underhanded dealings yourself, are you not? Something tells me that this is no coincidence. In that case, the person I'm looking for is here in the Babalese embassy, huh? The head of the smuggling operation. I think I just might need to ask Franziska about her smuggling case in more depth. Smuggling! Franziska, when we last talked, you said you were on the trail of a smuggling ring. I suppose the reason you are here right now is related to that. Yes. After analysing the intel we've gathered from various countries, this embassy rose to the top of our list of sites to investigate. And this is what tipped us off. This accounting document. It's only one page of the whole thing, so we're not sure about all the details. However, it's enough for us to grab onto the tail of the beast. For you see, this type of paper was made only in the kingdom of Cadopia, which means that somewhere in the countries of Alabast and Babal is the head, the one pulling the strings behind the entire smuggling ring. That's Franziska for you. She's amazing, pursuing this case with all she has. Yay! Cadopian paper document. I suppose that's that. What else is there? There's a statue. Because this is a national treasure, can I ask that you please not touch it? I'm afraid that the only ones allowed to touch it are myself and the Secretariat. But there is a possibility that it is related to the murder, wouldn't you agree? Hey Mr. Edgeworth, why don't we give up for now? We can force them to let us investigate it later when we find some solid proof. I suppose I don't have much of a choice here. This must be one of the Primadux statues Kay was talking about earlier? I don't know how you say it. Primadux? Primadux? Is it just me, or does this man look a little like the Steel Samurai? They could be twins. So Babal's Primadux statue. Hey, it's another butterfly! I believe that is is the symbol of the Republic of Babal. A drawing this big on the wall of an embassy. It definitely conveys a sense of overwhelming patriotism. Well, I've got a lot of patriotism too, sir. The reason I became a cop in the first place was because I wanted to protect our country. You may want to, Detective. However, I have yet to see the fruits of your desire. You don't have to be so blunt about it, sir. So, we have the motif of the handle. The butterfly. Butterfly Babal, national symbol that adorns the national flag. Alabaster flower is its counterpart. Butterfly-shaped guard adorns the handle of the murder weapon. I mean, is that not suspicious? The design on the knife's handle. It greatly resembles the special Babalese species of butterfly. It does, doesn't it? Plus, it says right there, or right here, this knife is property of the Republic of Babal. Perhaps this means that the knife used in the crime was found right in this room. What else is there? There's a safe. Also a window. A small personal safe. This was Mr. Cochin's office. So perhaps he stored his most important documents in here. Ah, perhaps. Ah, of course, it's locked. It appears we won't be able to open it without the key. Well, I have more logic. And it's about a key, so lock, save, key to the embassy. Or key used at embassy. We know for a fact that the Yatagarasu's key was used at this embassy. Furthermore, we found it in the victim Mr. Cochin's pocket. Which leads me to think that perhaps it is the key to the personal safe in this office. Good thinking, sir. Let's go try it out. It appears I was correct. The key that was left to us in the victim's pocket, it literally turned out to be the key to the next piece of the truth. Huh? So what do we have here? Hey, there's nothing inside. Do you think the Yatagarasu made off with everything, sir? No, Detective. I believe all we need is a closer look. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. I mean, the only thing that's suspicious is a note. What is this here? Looks like the ripped corner of a piece of paper, sir. No, I don't think it's ripped. It seems more to me like it's stuck in the safe. Hey, you're right, it won't budge an inch. Not even when I tug on it. I don't think I've ever seen paper stuck on the inside of a safe before. Detective, I think you have it backwards. It's not the paper that's strange. It's the safe. What do you mean? What I mean is that the secret to the safe is that it has two compartments. Even just eyeballing it, you can see that the inside is a little bit too shallow. Furthermore, with the unnatural way the paper is stuck at the back of the safe, I'd say that there is an extra bit of space behind the back wall of the safe. In other words, the safe has a second compartment. What? I suppose that you are correct in asserting that the paper is stuck in an unnatural manner. However, if what you say is correct and there is a second compartment, how do we go about opening the door to it then? As you can see, there is no lock, or no other lock or keyhole in sight. Actually, there is one more spot of interest to me on the safe. Oh? Yes, no, I believe that spot in the keyhole is the keyhole to our mystery second lock. The safe and its locks. Alright then, since you are so sure of yourself, show me how you deduced your answer. Wait, what? I'm not kind of confused, but slightly. Unless it's this. There's a hole here, sir. It's a little too oddly... Oh, it's a little too oddly shaped for a latch hole. Oh, that's a funny shape for a latch hole, huh? It's shaped kinda like a star, don't you think, sir? Detective, I would hardly call that shape a star. Must be some reason for this hole. Well, there's gotta be some reason why this hole's shaped so weirdly, you know? Am I overthinking it? No, I don't think so. Maybe I'm overthinking things. Nah, there's no way I could ever do that. Detective Gumshoe, could you please be quiet for a second? You're frightening me. Huh, okay. I mean, I could deduce that and present the Yatagarasu's key. But to be fair, what does the key look like? I want to see what the edge of it looks like. Boop. Who would have thought that I'd see this key again after all this time? It said it's pointed like 6. I mean, that would make sense. Kinda. Either way. I'm gonna try that. Doesn't the shape of this keyhole remind you of something, Franziska? The shape? It does look very familiar. However, I believe it's simply a latch hole for the safe's lock mechanism. It's just for keeping the door shut, nothing more. Is that so? The person who used the safe, Mr. Cochin, made sure the safe had 2 compartments in order to hide something. Do you honestly think someone like that would allow the keyhole to the hidden half to look so obviously like a keyhole that even the average person could figure out? Or figure it out. You can't be serious. Are you saying that this hole is the keyhole to the hidden compartment of the safe? That's precisely what I'm saying. And I will prove it to you. I'll prove to you right now. The Yatagarasu's key is the key that will open it. Of course you'd object. The Yatagarasu's key? Miles Edgeworth, this had better be a very bad joke. Sorry, but this is no joke. The Yatagarasu's key is the very key that will open the second compartment of the safe. We know that this key opens the first compartment of the safe, but the keyhole you're talking about is of an entirely different shape than that of the key. I'm gonna do this. We're just trying to be lazy. We discovered this trick 7 years ago, and with it we were able to economize you. Wait, what? It didn't even switch. Wait, what? Is it like the blade? Oh! Let's go over this again, shall we? The Yatagarasu's key was originally made to open Mr. Cochin's safe in the Cadopian embassy. We confirmed that as fact by opening the door to his safe with it. Now let's take a look at the back end of the key. Looking at the knife's portion head on, what do you see? What are you talking? Ah! It appears that you've come to understand what I'm talking about. When viewed head on, the knife's blade is the exact same shape as the keyhole. Ah! The real function of the knife portion is to act as the key to the hidden portion of the safe. But that's preposterous. Because it looks like a knife and was used like one to kill Mr. Faraday 7 years ago, we fell under the misconception that it was always meant to be a knife. But for both the safe and its key to conceal such a clever trick, or clever tricks, whatever is hidden inside the secret section must be of incredible importance. Then it's even possible that what I've been searching for is inside. Scruffy, hurry up and open that safe. Immediately! Opening it now, sir. Whoa, these items, it's a bunch of funny shaped things. I guess they're pieces of art, huh, sir? You're in the way, no move, Scruffy. I didn't think I was in the way. These pieces of art, they're identical to the ones that have been stolen from various countries around the world. I figured as much. These are the treasures this section of the safe was to hide from view. I believe a more thorough examination is required. Really? These are pieces of stolen art from around the world. I wonder how much they're worth, especially this one. Scruffy, don't touch those valuable pieces of art with your filthy hands. Why? Do you have any idea what would happen to you if one of them were to break? Is it just me, or did she hit one of the pieces of art just now? Probably. To build this sort of trick into one safe is really something. Yeah, it's neat how the safe has 2 compartments, but what's really impressive is at the other end of the key was another key. I totally hadn't noticed. Wonder if Mr. Kochan was just paranoid, or if he had secrets that of that great a value. Speaking of paranoid, I once sharpened both ends of my pencil. Okay. Well then when I went to erase something, I got all paranoid that I was going to stab myself. Please refrain from dispensing your special brand of unrelated stories while on duty. Yes, sir. Oh my god. Poor Gumshoe. These are pieces of stolen art from around the world. Okay. Ooh, I just heard that. This is the document that we thought was stuck earlier. I wonder what it's about. Beats me, sir. Why don't we take a look at it first before we give up, Detective? Mr. Kochan's name is written here on the last page. 3 of 3? I wonder what the significance of this document is. Yes. Wait, what number is the page that we hold? It's the second page! Oh, because that was page 2 and 3. Okay, well there you go. Take a good look at these documents, Francisca. It says that there are 3 pages in total, and yet there are only 2. Or 2 here. Correct, now take a look at the smuggling activity document in your possession. Tell me, is it not possible that your page was taken from this set of 3? Well, well. It certainly looks that way. By putting our multi-part puzzle together, we seem to have arrived at an answer. And it seems that you have now found what you were looking for. Yes, and with it, it has become crystal clear that Mr. Kochan himself was responsible for the mass smuggling of Babalese Ink. Babalese Ink? Babalese Ink is a special product of the Republic of Babal. However, due to a special reason, only a limited volume is ever exported. Hold it! And that reason is... that's classified, it's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. In any case, it seems that the head of the smuggling ring was our victim, Mr. Manny Kochan. His base was in an embassy, thus it was hard for both our country and his to interfere, making it the ideal conditions under which to run a smuggling operation. But it's so frustrating. I lost the person I was to rain judgment down upon with my whip of justice. Well, even if he is dead, we still have a responsibility to look into his misdeeds. You expect me to whip a dead man? Well, I'm not interested. Francisca, you must know that Manny Kochan was a suspect in the KGA incident. Of course I know, on top of being the head of the smuggling ring. There is a matter of what really happened in that case that needs to be resolved. I think I'm done. Maybe. I don't have any logic. Okay, are you alright? You believe me, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? You don't think I did it, right? Yeah, of course I don't. And I promise to prove that it wasn't you. That's enough chit-chat. You can investigate all you like, but it's only a matter of time before we take her in. It would be wise of you to give up while you can. No, I don't think so. Kay isn't lying and my investigation will prove that to be true. Go ahead and try then, if you're that confident. I can't allow this to continue on this way. I must prove her innocence post-haste. Oh, right. So I'm not done yet. Yeah, we now know what that is. It's quite important, isn't it? It proves that Manny Kochan was the ringleader of the smuggling operation. I suppose it does. It really does look that way. However, I don't believe this shows us all he was up to. In order to find the truth behind his dealings, we'll need to continue investigating. Right. There's probably like one thing I missed. Like to investigate. Mr. Edgeworth, there's still something on this display rack, sir. Knives, huh? Although the blades are all that remain of them, unfortunately. I guess the handles all got burnt off by the fire. So even the knives fell victim to the fire. Ambassador Paleno, are these knives yours? Well, yes, they are. They are a special set of ornamental knives featuring the national symbol of Babal. These butterfly-themed knives, along with Alabast's own set of knives, are comprised of 3 knives each. But I can't believe the Babalese ones have been reduced to this state. Ornamental knives, huh? There's a small release on the tang of this blade. Ambassador Paleno, what is this notch here for? Oh, that! It's a feature of these knives where you can freely exchange the handles on them, so that we can change how they look to fit the situation, of course. I see, so these knives were constructed so that the handles could be easily removed. Oh, there we go. So that's all I was missing. It was just the knife rack. Are you done investigating? You realise now, don't you, that this girl is the only one it could be? Now come along quietly, Yatagarasu, K. Faraday. You are under arrest for the murder of Manikochin. Mr. Edgeworth, please, you have to believe me, I didn't do it. I chased the fake Yatagarasu in here, and he was already... You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. I'd like to help you... Wait. I'd like to help you reduce the number of mistaken arrests Interpol makes. What is that supposed to mean? I believe I told you that K. Faraday is not the culprit of this crime. Very well. I suppose I have no choice. I'll show you just how foolish your claims are. So, why arrest K? Even your police confirmed that the Yatagarasu infiltrated the Babalese embassy tonight. Utilising the confusion caused by the fire, the Yatagarasu snuck into this embassy. Furthermore, this girl claims to be the Yatagarasu. And more importantly, or most importantly, other than her, there was no one else in here with the body. Oh boy, that's some pretty solid proof. Your reason for suspecting Kay is because you think she is the Yatagarasu. Exactly. But it isn't just me, she calls herself the Yatagarasu. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I was only out to capture the fake Yatagarasu. Imposter or not, it matters not. A Yatagarasu is a Yatagarasu. Very well, then I shall prove that Kay is not the Yatagarasu who killed Mr. Manikochin. Go ahead and try. Show me what the prosecutors of this country are made of. Ugh. God, we're rebuttaling. Yay! So why arrest Kay? Hold it! Okay, try again. Hold it! Yeah, kinda. I didn't even get to finish my word before I set it off. They may have confirmed it, but are you telling me that no one could catch the thief? If so, you're basically admitting that the Yatagarasu... the Yatagarasu that committed the murder eluded us. Of course, I chased after the Yatagarasu that entered the Babalese embassy right away. And that is also why I'm making this arrest right now. Because at the end of my long chase, there was only this girl. In any case, this is what I believe happened tonight. The confusion caused by the fire. Are you saying that the Yatagarasu was not the arsonist who started the fire? A suspicious person in a long coat was spotted in the area. Officers in the area claim to have seen that person start the fire. Sounds like we have a phantom in our midst. Yeah. In a way, he could be considered a phantom, with the way he randomly appears. The girl claims to be the Yatagarasu. I mean, that's true. Just because she calls herself that, it doesn't prove that she is a killer. No, but it does give her a motive. The Yatagarasu sent a card saying, "I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret." Furthermore, there are documents pertaining to some smuggling activity in this room. She obviously wanted to steal them. So she killed Mr. Coach and Father Key. I see. Her logic is very sound. I expected nothing less of Agent Lang's secretary. However, that statement just now didn't sound right. It might just be the opening I need. She wanted to steal documents regarding smuggling, so she killed Cochin for the key. Really? Also a knife. No. Actually, if she killed him for the key, why didn't... She would have taken the key, right? It just seems weird to say that she killed him for a key, but did not take the key. Because it was on his body when we found him. Agent Gina, I regret to inform you, but there is a flaw in your logic. Oh? Even if you claim that she is the killer, and the Yatagarasu, I am certain that securing the smuggling documents is not the motive behind the murder. The key to the safe in this room was found on Mr. Cochin's body. Furthermore, the Yatagarasu would not be so stupid as to leave without the documents. Oh, she's sweating. She's sweating buckets, Jesus. By the simple fact that the documents were still in the safe when we looked, it's obvious that the killer's target was not the safe at all. Then perhaps she didn't know that Mr. Cochin had the key on him. If that's the case, then why would she have needed to kill him? Because I can think of no reason for her to kill him if she had not known that fact. Need reason. All of this is simply our conjecturing after the fact. It's entirely possible that she accidentally killed him when she was sneaking in. Perhaps she didn't notice the safe's second compartment before returning the key. But the fact still remains that Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death. But you have no definitive proof that it was Kay who committed the act. Oh, but I do. Actually, I do, of course. I saw her holding the knife she used on the victim with my own eyes. What? Allow me to tell you a bit more about the evidence that will put her away behind bars. So definitive evidence. The knife wound on the body... Knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade of the knife. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon which the killer was holding. I assume she obtained the knife... from the display rack and used it on the victim. The knife is a part of a special three-piece set, which has a design like no other. The evidence and testimony, it all points to the girl. There is no counter-argument. So you say? That is your definitive evidence. You see now that she is definitely the killer, right? No, Mr. Edgeworth. You've got to believe me. I saw a suspicious person in a long black coat outside the embassy, I swear. And you came in here because you were chasing this suspicious person. That's right, I ran into this office only because I was chasing after that person. Huh. But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the lights. But then... Who's there? This is... I came to this room upon hearing the girl scream. When I saw her holding the knife, I immediately restrained her. So the object Kay felt by her feet on the floor was the murder weapon. I had the knife analysed right away, but we failed to find anyone's prints on it. But the suspicious person in the black coat who came into this room before me... You continue to insist that there was such a person, but if there was, where did they go? That, I don't know, but I know they came in here. That sounds like the desperate excuses of a suspected killer, not a trustworthy testimony. You understand, don't you? We can't trust this girl's words, Mr. Edgeworth. She has a point. Even if Kay's words are the truth, I must show that they are with some solid evidence. Mr. Edgeworth, I really didn't. Kay, don't worry. If you didn't do it, then there must exist a way for me to prove that. Still not giving up, I see. In that case, try to counter my argument, if you can. Don't worry, I can and will. Alright, yes. Bam bam. Does this mean that you already have the results back? We've confirmed that the shape of the Babalese knife's blade matches the wound. Please don't confuse the efficiency of Interpol's forensics teams with your own. I won't if you don't underestimate our police force. And so we're clear, I'd hardly say your logic is sound, which you will see in a bit. If you can prove me wrong, please, by all means, go ahead. That has been my intention all along. Now let's return to your testimony. How do you know, though? Because the handle's interchangeable. Yeah, blade same as wound. So the murder weapon was the knife with the butterfly design on it. But is that really the truth? What are you getting at? I'd like for you to take a look at this. There is blood on the blade, and yet there's not a speck of blood on the handle. This signifies that at the time of the crime, a different handle was attached to this blade. The knife that Kay was holding had its handle switched, and was in fact not the real murder weapon. It wasn't the real murder weapon? This knife can be taken apart. Shall we give it a go? Oh god, do I have to? Ah, Christ. Ah, that worked. That was easy. As you can see, the Babalese knife has now been disassembled into two parts. The killer must have pulled the murder weapon out of the victim's body and proceeded to swap the knife's original handle with this butterfly one. It was all to create the illusion that Mr. Kojin was killed with the butterfly-themed knife. Oof. This should clear up any and all suspicion surrounding Kay. Yeah! Your argument isn't airtight yet. How so? It's possible that the girl herself is the one who switched the handles. Don't be ridiculous. For what purpose would she do such a thing? I don't care to know how a criminal thinks. The way they knew the world... knew. I can't read. I am super tired. I don't even know why. Probably gonna have a nap after this. The way they view the world is beyond the comprehension of a normal person like myself. Therefore, I wouldn't put anything past them, no matter how odd it may seem. Objection! The truth is right there in front of you, and this knife will show you the way. You will come to see that Kay is not, and could not have been, Mr. Kojin's killer. What is that? Hold up. Is it X? I can't tell what that is. It looks like a symbol. Is that a flower? Wait a minute, that means it's a knife from the Alabast. What is this mark on here? It's the mark of a flower. I assume you know what this means. No, not really. Butterflies rest on flowers all the time to drink their sweet nectar. And so they do. However, would this butterfly really drink the nectar of this flower? The answer is clearly not a chance. Now to prove the relationship between the butterfly and the flower with this. The embassy guide. Does it actually say about the thing? Wait, it might do it on the first page. Babalese ink, Cadopian paper, white crystal. I find it weird that... Oh, I'm an idiot. God, on the flag, it shows you their symbols. I'm an idiot. Oh my god. I was waiting for it to be written. You can't be serious. It appears that you've made the connection. The flower on this blade is designed after a certain country's national symbol. That's right. The Kingdom of Alabast. In other words, this blade is from one of Alabast's ornamental knives. Oh damn. This part of the knife handle has Babal's national symbol of the butterfly on it. Therefore, it is undeniably Babalese in origin. But as we both know, you can't kill someone with just a knife handle. Incidentally, when exactly did the murder occur again, Agent Sheena? After the fire had broken out? That's right. Kay entered the Babylese embassy after the fire had taken place. Furthermore, she had not been to the Alabastian side of the building before then. On top of that, not a single person passed between the two countries during the fire, which means that Kay could not have transported an Alabastian object over here. This makes it impossible for her to be the true killer. Oh! Blown away. Woo! Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. What a great victory. I mean, it's like a mild victory at the moment. Huh? Hey, why is everyone so quiet? I'm happy we got this far and cleared Kay's name. But what worries me now is what will happen next. Oh dear. What is the meaning of this? An Alabastian knife here? Do you mean, how did this find its way to the Republic of Babal? It didn't just find its way over, rather we should focus on how it was smuggled over. You know what? My brain hurts thinking about it. While we're just standing around, thinking while you're on the run, now that's the way a real great thief operates. Okay. Oh, thanks a bunch, Mr. Edgeworth. For proving me innocent, I mean. You believed in me the whole time, right? Tell me you did. Not really, but... Come on, you don't have to be shy about it. Your argument is still not airtight. Would you care to elaborate? I understand now that the girl didn't commit the murder. However, there is still the possibility that she is the Yatagarasu. That again? Look, how many times do I have to explain it to you? I am the real Yatagarasu. I'm not like that fake one that goes around setting fires, okay? Whether you're the real deal or a fake, it doesn't really matter. All I have to say is this. I have my suspicions that this girl is the one who started the fire. Preposterous. On what grounds do you suspect her of such a thing? The fact that she calls herself the Yatagarasu, that in itself is a most elegant proof. Miss Sheena. Yes? I have no intention of taking back any of what I've said. I am the great thief Yatagarasu, and I refuse to allow some imposter to claim that name as their own. The path of justice that my father pointed me towards, I will walk it the best I can. It's not good to be so stubborn, I hope you can understand that. Thanks a lot for the concern, Miss Sheena. Let me share something with you too, as a token of my appreciation. The sunglasses totally do nothing for you, so I'll steal them from you next time, okay? What? Well, I guess we better get going. Going? To where? To the Kingdom of Alabast. If we don't go, we won't know for sure, right? I suppose not. Won't get anywhere simply by standing here thinking. To see where the Alabastian knife came from, we'll have to pay the Alabastian embassy a visit. Let's go, Miles Edgeworth. As you are my subordinate, I will not tolerate you bringing the investigation to a halt. Understood. Oh man. Is that the end of the chapter? Thank God. I was actually going to do 2 parts of this, because this case is split into 7 sections. You've got you've got the beginning, which we've just gone through. You've got a middle, and then end. So there are 6 more points. I was going to do 2. But if I only do 1, that leaves me with 6. So what I think I might try and do is end the game in the next 3 sessions by just doing 2 sections in each session, regardless of how long it takes. Either way, that is going to be the end of this session, because I don't think I'd be able to make it through another chapter. Yeah, without, like, falling asleep. I don't know why I'm so tired, but either way, that is going to be the end of this session. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, take care.